South Africa recorded an increase in attempted murders in the period 1st July to the end of September 2020. Police Ministry released crime statistics for the quarter in Pretoria. A total number of 5,107 incidents of murder were reported in the same period. SABC News reporter Patricia Fisachi has more.
Police Minister Bekele today released the latest crime statistics in the country, and of course this is for the second quarter. And what stands out is that from July to the end of September, just over 5,000 people were murdered in South Africa. So let's speak to the minister so that he can just break down some of the main points of the latest crime statistics in South Africa. Thank you so much for joining us, Minister. If you can just in short maybe take us through some of the main points, but let's start with this high statistics of murder, which obviously is a great concern for many South Africans. It also puts many people in less ease in terms of the overall safety in the country. As the minister, how do you respond to that?
Well, let's start by saying the cabinet has agreed that we'll be giving our states quarterly now. This is the second quarter and it is the second time we give them quarterly. That starts from the 1st of July until the end of September. We have lost 5,000 plus people. There's a very high number of people dying in 3 months, but nonetheless, though there are 339 less than the same time last year, if you compare with the same quarter last year, it remains the high number. We have witnessed the going down of the sexual abuse with the 16% down. There are reasons, there are theories, maybe we'll come back to them on the other time, because other people, they feel that people were not reporting under lockdown, but that has gone down. Unfortunately, there's been an increase again in the house robberies, which is a very scary kind of a crime when people come in your house. On that scary and fear cases, we have managed to reduce the car hijack, though the CIT, cash in transit, has increased. Though we had serious breakthroughs again around it. There was one at Benoni where the criminals were shot and killed. We have been arresting very serious kingpins around that, but that has happened. Stock theft is an issue. So those are the crimes. We are still focused on the gender-based violence, as President has instructed all of us that is a second pandemic. So we're working on those cases.
Let's just go back to the cash in transit crimes that, of course, have increased. Annually, we see how, of course, government has repeatedly told us how this costs the economy. Not to expose the police's plan to tackle this, but in short, are you confident that you're winning this fight? Because every time we see it going up.
No, it's not every time that it's going up. It goes up and down. As we say, that we were much less last year, the same time we have gone up this year, but the year before that was even less than this time.
What has changed this time?
What has changed this time is that the criminals, I'm sure, themselves, they've become daring and more and maybe trying to work on the time during the COVID-19, because we were quite low on that. But that does not mean that we did not have successes. I've said to you in Benoni, we had a very good response, but also we have had a very big breakthrough on where we've arrested through the Hawks, arrested 3 serious kingpins. But also is a call that we make as we work closely with the private sector to say they'll have to help us on this one to put their systems in order. For instance, one area where we found quite a big cash, we discovered that there was no cash heist, but we arrested the workers of that particular company who simply handed over the cash to the criminals, and they took them, some of it. We find them in their dustbin at home. That is about 2 weeks ago.
The community